All right, let's dive into this niche that's not talked about enough, especially for beginners, but has massive upside and opportunity. And first of all, yes, I'm wearing these goofy looking glasses. They're blue light glasses. I need them for the screen, so just ignore it, all right? So let's focus in on this, all right? And this niche that basically nobody talks about, but is made for every beginner, considering that this is the exact same niche that I started in, is not just pet supplies, not just dog supplies or dog food, but it's dry dog food. And the reason why this is a $16 million niche, even though this number says $127 million, is because third-party sellers, people like you and I, gain about 13% of these sales. The other 86% right here is won by Amazon. So obviously we're not gonna count that as an opportunity for beginners or regular people looking to sell on Amazon. This is an opportunity for basically any person in the world who can do this and try to gain advantage of $16 million in sales that happen every single year in this specific niche, okay? So first, I do wanna show you guys some of my revenue numbers from these products within this niche, which is pet supplies like dog food and dog treats and whatnot. And over just the past 2 years, I picked some of the particular products that I've sold from these, which I'm gonna show you guys in a second and go into detail with. But I've done around 200K in revenue just with, this niche, this sub niche, I guess you can call it, in itself. I know the net profit's a little bit low, 18K. It's because I had to sell some of my inventory at a lower price later on when I was selling it, because I moved out of those specific products and whatnot. But still, 18K profit at $190,000 in revenue while traveling the world full time is a pretty good gig that I'd sign up for any day of the week. So let's actually talk about some of these products, and then we're gonna dive into the specifics on the Amazon listings. So here are some of the top performers that I tackled or danced with, as you could say. And they're pretty self-explanatory. Milk-Bone mini biscuits, Milk-Bone, dog snack treats for 7 pounds, Milk-Bone chewy treats. So this brand was very, very successful for me. And I'm gonna show you exactly where I bought them from and why it was so successful a little bit later on. But as you can see, I kind of stuck with the tide of what was working well, and I continued to double down on what I was doing. And just these top 3 products in itself, it contributed around $147,000 to $148,000 in revenue and about, $17,000 in net profit. And the other products are kind of like add-ons that also added revenue and profit to these. Now, there's something really, really interesting with all of these products that I have listed up on here that I sold. Some good things, some bad things, but there's also a lot of hidden gems that most people, when it comes to e-commerce or selling on Amazon, don't really look into. So I want to kind of touch in on those. All right. So we'll first dive into 2 of these particular top performing listings that I had that I sold under, and then we'll get into where I bought them and whatnot. All right. So the first one here, this Milk-Bone soft and chewy dog treats. It was beef flavor and people loved it, right? It sold off the charts, and I'm gonna show you exactly where it sold off the charts and what the time frame was. But one of the biggest reasons why I won specifically with this product and why this niche is so good in the pet supplies is, one, there's so much demand for it. Pet owners and pet supply owners are really ravished about taking care of their pets and their animals. So that was a really big win because it was so replenishable that people kept coming back to buy it. And 2, a lot of these products are actually heavier. So I know we kind of have to do some conversion here on ounces to pounds, but this product was 25 ounces, which turns out to be around 4 pounds or something, maybe a little bit less than that, like 3.5 pounds. But with the packaging and whatnot, it comes out to 4 pounds per unit for this listing, which is quite heavy because you're only allowed to ship in 7 pounds to Amazon per box or 50 pounds, per box. So you're only able to get in 10 or 11 of these, which makes the inbound shipping costs a little bit higher. So a lot of new sellers or people who look into e-commerce just steer away from this category in general, but there's a lot of opportunity if you get the right enough price, which I did, and I'm gonna show you exactly where I got that price. But that's a big opportunity in this niche. All right, so now let me go back to the time frame of when I was actually selling it. So if I go down here into this chart, which is basically tells me all the data and analytics on this particular product since the day it was born, like literally it goes all the way down here to 2,437 days. So any bit of information that I want to get on this product, it pops up exactly. Now, what you're kind of seeing right in front of you is a lot of graphs and charts. It almost looks like a hospital monitor. And I know it's a little bit overwhelming. And just to give you some insight, this is not a good product to buy anymore just because there's not a lot of good demand and traction on it. But I'm going to show you back in the day when it was a really good product, okay? And it was around this time frame, which was 2023 to 2024, and that's when I was selling it, right? And like I mentioned, during this time especially, I was in Thailand, South Africa, Italy, Europe, so it wasn't like it was physically demanding or I had to pick up these boxes or anything. Amazon handles all of the shipments themselves. I ship the products from my supplier to the prep center to Amazon, sell it, rinse and repeat, all right? So as you can see here, if I go over this little yellow bar, if I zoom in here, this is a new feature that Amazon added about a year and a half ago, and it tells me how many units were actually sold in that given time. So that tells me if it's 400 units a month, that means 400 times 40, that's the entire revenue in the listing, which is around $20,000 a month. Now, of course, I don't get all $20,000 a month. That would be great, but there's other sellers on the listing that we're competing with. So we have to make sure that we have the best price and the best selling price to make a lot of money with it, all right? So I was actually selling this product around $44, sometimes $48. Sometimes when the seller count would go down, it would pop up to in the 50s and whatnot. But for the most part, it was around 44. And again, some people tank the price here and there, all right? Now, my buy cost for this product was around $18, I believe, and 80 cents, somewhere in that range. And if I was selling on average of 45, not 880, that would have been really, really good. It was around 28% profit and $5 profit per unit, which was really good considering that it sells 400 or 500 times a month. And if I could stay in stock, I was able to sell 200 or 300 times a month, which made it really, really consistent over the few months that I was selling it. I actually sold it for about 9 or 10 months. So this product in specific, right, what's within this sub niche had so much opportunity and there actually wasn't that many demand on it, right? So this bottom chart here is going to tell me what other sellers were on this listing. And if you see here, there's not that many sellers, right? There's 17 here, there's 20 here, there's 16 here, there's 17 here. So it's really not that much competition considering that Milk-Bone is a pretty big brand and anybody can buy and sell this product on the Amazon marketplace. So for only 17 or 18 people doing it, there was a ton of opportunity. And something that I found when I first started selling on these marketplaces like Amazon, that I wasn't restricted or gated, which is a big issue when trying to start as a beginner on any of these pet food products. I was basically able to just list them in my catalog and sell them day one. I didn't have to provide invoices or information or anything crazy like that. I just listed in my catalog, bought them from a supplier, and rinse and repeated the process, and it was really, really successful, all right? So now let's dive into the second one, which is pretty cool as well. Now, remember what I mentioned with this niche and a lot of these dog food or dog pet products. So this was 36 ounces for one can and it was a pack of 2, right? So that comes out to about 5 or 6 pounds. So you can only fit about 7, I believe it was, 7 or 8 of them per box, which makes the shipping cost even higher. So again, a lot of people steer away from this, but I didn't because I knew there was a big opportunity within it, right? So if we go back to when I was selling it around the time frame, which was again, same time frame, I actually found that first product and then I found the second one off of it. There was an original product, which was the 7-pound box here that I showed you guys here at the top, this one here. It's no longer selling on Amazon, but I found this one first and all the other ones started to trickle on under it, right? So I was selling them all at the same time. It was like a triple or quadruple whammy, especially those other listings that were under it, okay? So this product here, as you can see, when I was selling it back in the 2023 to 2024 days, it was selling around $39 to $40. Sometimes it would pop up a little bit higher. Sometimes it was come down. It's just how it was trading on the listing. And again, it was another one of those products that had a decent amount of demand or a decent amount of competition, but not that much, I guess I could say, because look at the sales volume here. It shows here that it sold 1,000 times a month for about a good, like 6 or 7 months or so. So outside of those months, it was selling probably about 700 or 800 times a month, which is still really good volume that I was happy with, right? Because especially if it was a $40 product, that's showing me it's doing like $28,000 to $35,000 a month in revenue, just this listing itself, all right? So I wanted to win some of those sales. But now if I'm selling this product and I was buying it, I believe it was on 1690, I already have here in the calculator from all the way back in the day, and I was selling it around 40 to 44, about 20% ROI, between 20 and 41% ROI, which was pretty dang good. And again, that's for a heavier product that most people just steered away from because in their head, they thought, oh, it's heavy. But no, it doesn't mean that you just can't sell it. It just means you need to buy it for a better price. And I was able to do that with the supplier, which I'm going to jump into right now. So this niche, obviously through these 2 examples and the rest of the examples right here, has a ton of opportunity. And it's not just this brand. If you might be thinking like, well, that brand must have been a really big winner. I did this across this Rachel Ray indoor cat food, I believe it was, which is also a similar instance. So I was selling it around $30.99 and I was buying it for $13 from some of the suppliers that I'm going to show you. And it was a heavier product. So a lot of people steered away from it, but I knew there was a really big opportunity within it. Okay. So let's jump into the suppliers now and talk about that. All right. So first of all, here's one of the golden suppliers that I worked with in my early days that almost anybody can buy from right now. Regardless if you have a business, an EIN, or anything crazy like that, you can just buy this as a consumer, list your inventory on Amazon, ship it into the prep center, ship it into FBA, and then have it being sold and rinse and repeat the process. Now, a lot of people don't even know that a lot of Amazon's business is done from people like us, but they also don't know that all of the prices on Amazon are just way inflated compared to regular retailers. Now, that's because people pay for the speed and the convenience of the shipping and the platform, all right? So let's go here into this Milkbone product just to give a really good example, okay? So here we are, right, kind of in front of us. This is the same exact product that I talked about right here. This Milkbone 36 ounce has a little bit better of a graphics on PetSmart, but it's the same exact product. Now, what you're gonna see here is just off of face value, just off of looking at this listing, the buy cost is $11.48. So if you do that times 2, it's about $23 to buy one of them. Now you might be saying, well, Jay, how the heck did you get 16? Are you a magician? Or do you know somebody at the company? And no, I don't. I just kind of looked at the discounts and the coupons and I took advantage of it. So if you look right here, it's buy 3, get 4. And I didn't even know this discount was still going to be running because PetSmart runs it periodically, but it looks like it's still running to this moment. So if you buy 3 and get the 4th free, that's a 25% discount. Okay. So again, if you have a 25% discount on this, that's going to bring the buy cost really much cheaper. But if we also stack it with this extra 20% online discount, then we have it even much cheaper, okay? So if we have a basically 25% coupon plus a 20% coupon, I think our buy cost is gonna come down a ton, okay? And let's go right here on the math and try to play around with it. So $11.48 times 2, because remember this listing was a pack of 2. That's $22.96. And we have basically 45% off because we have a 25% off right here and then 20% off right here. So we're gonna do 0.055. That's basically the conversion of getting 45% off. And the buy cost is $12.62. So actually this is even cheaper than when I was buying it back then. Obviously I had a little bit of sales tax on here, which was 6%. So it'd probably bring us to around 13. But you could see here that the buy cost is much, much cheaper than actually what I was buying it from all the way back in the day. So if you're buying it here for 13, which I guess you could still consider it a profitable lead, even though there's not too much demand on it currently. Well, let's see what the cheapest sale price is. Yeah, so it's still considered a profitable lead considering that people are selling it at 44. People are making, 83% ROI and $10 profit, but it's only selling 17 or 18 times a month, which is not that good, but it's still selling good enough, right? So when I was selling this, I was just taking advantage of these discounts here in PetSmart and reselling it here on a higher price. And now the really cool thing about PetSmart too that nobody really talks about is they have basically added discounts and bonuses, which is literally free money. And no, I'm not just saying that as like, oh yeah, free money. Like, no, it's free money. So here, Rakuten, what a lot of people don't know about is a cash back extension. So PetSmart, the company, basically gives cash back to the customers for buying the product, whatever the rate may be. So for this one, it's right now, November 25th, the cash back is 10%, okay? Which is a pretty good cash back. So that means if I spend $100 with this supplier, they're gonna give me $10 back in my Rakuten account. And then 4 times a year, Rakuten sends you a check. Free money, okay? Like just for doing business with them. And now, I've spent probably over $100,000 in my entire career selling on Amazon with them, which is around probably $10,000 to $15,000 in cash back, just free money. So I don't include it in the ROI or the profit or anything like that. I just take the check as I please on a 4-time quarterly basis. And it's a pretty cool added bonus, all right? So there's one of the main suppliers that I bought from. But now, also, another really big supplier that you guys can work with. They're a little bit tougher, so I didn't want to show them first. And obviously, that's the one I originally bought from. But this supplier here, Chewy, which pretty much everybody in America buys from for their actual dogs and cats, they run so many discounts and coupons. But the only thing is they're a little bit harder to buy from than PetSmart because PetSmart gives a lot of bulk opportunities. You could buy a lot of units in bulk and they have a lot of coupons and they're a really favorable company to work with when you're actually selling on Amazon. But, Chewy had another really good opportunity. I bought many, many products from Chewy. They had a lot of subscribe and save discounts, a lot of coupons, you name it. All these products here at the bottom were actually from Chewy, which shows there's a lot of opportunity there. But it makes it a lot more into a reselling business, which is a little bit harder to scale rather than just buying in bulk, which PetSmart allowed me to do so. And I was really happy to do with that. All right. Now, another one, which was Petco, which I was also buying this Rachel Ray product from. I was buying this Rachel Ray product from Petco and PetSmart. They're also really another favorable company. Now, they only limit your orders, I think, to like 10 or 15 units per order, which made it a little bit more repetitive because I have to send a lot of orders out. But they also give you a ton of discounts, coupons, and you name it, right? Which was really good, beneficial for me because I needed discounts to make this product work, considering that it was so heavy. So these three suppliers, pet food suppliers, always run coupons, always run discounts, and they're very favorable for beginners to get started in, right? And that's why I kind of flocked towards these, and that's why I knew that this niche had such a big opportunity. And when you go in here to this software, which is called Smart Scout, it tells you all the data of all these brands and categories. It tells me that dry dog food does $127 million every single, not year, month on Amazon, okay? And 13% of that revenue is done by people like you and I, who just have a laptop, can ship inventory in and make buying decisions on thinking that this product's good, and you kind of end up with something like this, okay? And I'm not saying that just happens for anybody and everybody. Obviously, you have to understand the business and understand how it works, but this is a really good category to get started off with that people kind of ignore and don't really focus on, all right? So there is a brilliant niche category to get your journey started with on Amazon and e-commerce in general, and work with some of those suppliers to stack cashback, Rakuten, stack a lot of discounts, make profitable purchases, sell them on Amazon listings, and continue to rinse and repeat the process. So there we go. There's the entire video, guys. I hope you guys like it. Please subscribe. As always, I have a ton of videos coming up. I'm leaving for Tokyo in literally 6 days now, which is really, really exciting. And then going off to the Philippines and Thailand to go visit my team for a big trip. All right. So there we go, guys. I'll be making a video every other day for the rest of your life. So please subscribe and stay tuned for the next one.